Morning diggers, afternoon diggers, or evening diggers. Back up in Somerset today. I don't know why people moan about how they break their equipment. They shouldn't be sat on them and messing about with bloody shovels and things like this. Anyway, back up in Somerset. What have we done? Well, I forgot my intro earlier, so I'm doing it now. But yeah, thanks to Tom Pisserick, I think his name is, of History Finders, who sponsors us. There he is then. There. You get 10% off of most of his stuff, not the detectors, because obviously they're really expensive. But yeah, that's Tom's thing there. Yeah, we've been out for a couple of hours. There's not a lot about it. There's lead. Last week was buttons. This week's lead. Anyway, we'll see you at the first hole. As I said, thanks everybody for watching. And off we go. Well, I don't know what this is, but it's ever so thin there. So I'm just going to clean it off. I think I should do it on camera or off camera. I think. Yeah, it's a threepenny bit. See? Threepenny bit. I'll do with it. I think it's 1861. So that would be a Victorian Young Head. And is she there? Yes, she is. You beauty. I'm going to start calling these bits bonus footage. We've got a set of legs here. Looks like Charlie Chaplin, he used to do that. And a padlock. Look at that. Lovely. That's really good stuff, that. I'm pleased with that. I want to find the top bit of him. Or her. Or that. Or whatever it is. Well, look at this girt thing. I think it's off a horse. I was just saying to me, mate, if you were into your bondage, you'd be quids in with that. Look at it. You ain't going nowhere if somebody's tied up with that. Well, obviously it's come off a horse, but it's another story. Well, there's no guarantees on this one, but I think it's a medieval belt slide of sorts. I don't know. I've got to clean it up first, but let's turn away from the blooming wind. There you go. Yeah. No, I'll have a look. I don't want to do too much to it. It just might be a bit of trash, but it looks like well, I've had one of these before. But I think it's a medieval belt slide. Might be totally wrong. Well, I just cleaned it up. I can't get no better than that. I think now, looking at it, it's probably Georgian. It's probably horsey, but we thought it was a belt slide. What do you think? It's shitty, I know that. Well, this is a nice one. Little bag seal. Got Liverpool on it. Yeah. They just won the Premiership, Liverpool. I reckon that was probably, this one's got to be 150 years old. A bag seal. Oh well, just switch fields. What a beauty. Only one thing to say. Hammered! Oh, that echoed a bit. On to the next. I'll get some pictures.
The fields were there and we're looking for treasure from yesterday's people who are now gone forever.
Well, look at he. Oh, George V. Is it? Yeah, 1908. Yeah, there you go. And behind that was a lead weight of some sort, and somebody's been hit by a musket ball. Look at that. That's crazy. 3 good finds there. Like digging on a bloody museum today. It's mad. I've got a couple of bits here. It's a lead weight. You can never date these things. They can go back hundreds of years, perhaps thousands, but I don't know. But this thing, I reckon this is part of a bit of a poor man's jewellery or something. It's ever so delicate. I'll have a look in a minute and see if there's any more of it about, but yeah, that picture don't really justify it. Yeah, there you go. Very delicate. But yeah, we got a weight and a bit of jewellery, I reckon. I got a spindle whorl here. They're sort of more medieval than Roman times. I'm always looking for the decorated one. It's a bucket lister. There's no decoration on this one, but there might be on the next. Who knows? Yep, spindle whorl, definitely. Well, I hope we're not going to get any wind interference. Just broke my mic again, about the 5th time. And it's nothing to do with me, it's a bad DJI design. Any YouTubers know when you plug it into your phone here, ugh, you've only got to touch it and it snaps. But anyway, I reckon that's a lead scribe. And yeah, not doing too bad on this. Nice little relic. I'll try and film this without the wind coming in. We've got William III here. And it's a love token. Just see the 3 up there. And yeah, bits of him. But yeah, love token. It's very discreetly done as well. That slight bend there, slight bend there. I'd imagine he'd only have 1 tooth or something. Don't know. But it's been dropped a long, long time ago. Probably 300 odd years, maybe. There's a hell of a lot of lead in these fields. I think this is sort of a lead weight of sorts, I don't know, but yeah, the lead is incredible. They've been scratching around on here somewhere, so it's probably an old one, but I'd never know. But I seen that in there and I thought, I wonder what that is, but lead again. Here we go, there's another bit of it. Look, I thought that was some sort of cross on there, but it's not. There's some been messing about with it, but I thought it looked like a bar of soap actually, but yeah, big bit of lead. Pretty big and heavy that is. Oh, got to carry it around now, back to the van. I'm trying to keep the wind away from the camera, but here we go. Look, nice big Georgian shoe buckle. Look at that, fills up the whole of the screen. Where's that gone? It's not a shoe buckle, is it? Really? I don't know, I thought it had gone across the waist, but never mind. Well, I think we got some milled in here, wouldn't you say? Look at that, we've been going for ages on this, 3 hours. And we think it is a 6pence. And it, oop, oh, it's lovely to reveal them. I think it's a, who the hell is that? It's another one of those blimmin' George IV. I think it is anyway. No, George III, that's a bullhead. Now is that a bullhead? Is that a bullhead shilling? Or is it a 6pence? Let's have a look. I'll clean it up. Hang on. Well, there he is in all his glory, and we think it's now a 6pence. And yeah, I've had so many blimmin' up and downs with, not bad ones, with detectorists saying, oh well, it's only a bullhead if it's a shilling. If it's a 6pence, it's not a bullhead. Come on, look at his head. That's big enough to go to bloody work, man. It's a bullhead.
The fields were there and we're looking for treasure from yesterday's people who are now gone forever. The searching, the digging, and the finds away from yesterday's people not knowing their fate. The kings and queens are waiting to be seen from years gone past as we slowly dream. The buckles, the buttons, those folk now long gone, forgotten forever as I write this song. With spades in the ground, the airy sound as the wind blows softly as we dig through the ground. We hear whispers, see shadows, could it be them watching over us, hoping to be found? The kings and queens are waiting to be seen from years gone.
Well, little buckle here, 1900s, probably off a waistcoat or something, or a suspender. Who knows? Perhaps you know. Not a lot of age to it, but it's nice. Well, I just had these two up, and I think they got pot leg vibes to them. What do you think? Well, that definitely has, that one. I'm not too sure about this one, but you could tell by the bottom of this one. See, he's curved off, so he'd have sat on the floor and the pot would have been on here. But there's something going on with this one as well. I don't know what, but yeah, got the pot legs. The medieval people would have been sat chatting, cooking and all that sort of stuff. So who knows what's about, or what they could have dropped, or they might have been careful. Well, there you are. Look, a little bit of jewellery. I don't know what it is. It's got a couple of stones and it's got some blue enamel on the back. So that tells us it's probably Georgian. Maybe. Victorian? Who knows? Well, there you are. Contender for the oldest vape in the world. I bet they were pissed off losing that. Look at it. Smashed glass there. That don't work anymore, but you used to press them 3 times and bang, off you go. Still the same sort of thing today, but that is like, that's got to be 2010 maybe? 2011? 12? At least 10 years old. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. There's some out here that looks silvery, but it could be a button, so I just thought, yeah, it looks like a button of some sorts. Hang on, let's chuck that away a minute. Well, it looks, the hell was that? Yeah, that sort of fooled us a bit, but I don't know, I think it's a button of some sorts. Anyway, on to the next. Well, this is day 2 on this dig, and I don't know what that is. It looks like some sort of seal of some sort, I don't know. Let's see if we can get it in the sun. I'll take some pictures of it and see if you can see it, but yeah, can you see? Odd bit. Anyway, moving on. Well, what I think that is, I think that's off someone's bed or something, isn't it? Maybe. Definitely a bit of furniture. Yeah, this little bit here where I'm going over, there's a lot of junk about the place. But yeah, no coins as such, a few buttons. But I didn't film them as a rule, isn't necessarily any good.
The other part of it.
Probably. Anyway, just filming what I think's a hammered, and what Paul thinks are hammered, and what everybody else thinks are hammered. I think it's a load of rubbish, but it's a hammered. It is a hammered, but it's not worthy of a shout out of a hammered. That's my first hammered in June. What a thing to find. Anyway, well, it's been really slow, but we've been on some hard fields. We've gone on the harder fields where we haven't ever found a lot, and for what reason? Just for a bit of a challenge. I mean, we can go in other fields and, you know, we're going to put up bits and pieces, but this one we don't ever put up a lot in. We've had hammereds in here, mind, but yeah, there's a couple of bits here that looks old. This looks like a little bit of a Roman grot. This looks like a bit of a potman there. So I don't know what that is. That's the same material as that. So I don't know. It's got a bit of age to it, a bit of patina. But yeah, we're not finding a lot. But we're just going to keep going. I'm going to do a couple of live digs in a minute. I've been digging some rubbish, bad rubbish, sweet papers and bloody cans and all that sort of stuff. And the odd thing is, it's just, I don't know why it's in here. I don't know why all that crap's in here. We're in a really sort of good area, but it's just not happening today. I don't know why. Fields are all lovely. Look at this. You know, you give your right arm to detect that stuff, but I'm just pulling up crap. Easy digging. You know, we've had better stuff up on pasture. Mad. But anyway, we'll keep going and see what else comes up. Well, I ain't got the energy to do the live digs, but yeah, found this here. Bit of a buckle. I think it's a horsey, that one. Do you? Yeah, horsey. But this one, I've never found one of these before. Look at this. Now that, I can't say the word very well, but it's silver. It's got the maker's marks here and all that sort of stuff. It's a silver clog clasp. How about that then? Go and find one today. Lovely. Pleased about that. It's got a bit of decoration on there. And as I said, the silver marks here on the back there. So yeah, we've had, I think, 3 or 4 bits of silver on this clip, maybe 5. But that's a nice one. Come on, focus. There you go.
Wish it was our living. We come so far with finds afar, with land that just keeps giving. Let's go digging, let's go digging, let's go digging as we plan, as we will find treasure that's been lost on this vast barren land.
Oh, a couple of nice bits here. I think that's a pin or something or other. and this one is a button. Look at that. That's quite nice, actually. I said I'd film these buttons if they come up nice, and that's a nice one. And a little pin there. Lovely. I might make some of that, and yeah. Anyway, on to the next. Well, I thought this was a 50p piece when I first seen it, and I saw the broken bit of it, and then I seen this in the back. It looks like it's a mount off of something, and there's something in here already, and that sort of looks like it's bent over that. What I can only assume is leather in there. What do you reckon? Bit horsey, I'd say. It's something though, and it hasn't been brilliant today, but bits and pieces keep coming up, and I'll have that. Yep, nice. Right, so that's the end of that one, diggers. There wasn't an awful lot. There was silver, more sort of relic-y stuff. I like the clog clasp. I like the silver clog clasp, actually. I like the people cycling down here now and they're laughing at me. Anyway, yeah, I like the silver clog clasp. The cut half, the threepenny bit. There's loads of little bits and pieces. Lead, massive bit of lead that looked like a bar of soap. Remember that one? Anyway, so over the next couple of weeks, we're going to the east of England dig up in Attleborough, I think it is. So that should be pretty good. I got high hopes on that one. I've always wanted to dig up in Norfolk. I mean, they say Norfolk's brilliant, but we've had our fair bit out of Somerset, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and liking. Thanks to Tom. And if you want any metal detecting stuff, go onto this site here and type in Andy 10. You'll get 10% off anything you want. I think that's when, you know, that thing that comes up and check out the cart thing, you know, put it in the bottom there, bang. You'll have all your money back. Well, 10% of it anyway. But we'll see you all on the next dig.